Bonjour and welcome to the Lancôme Makeup Atelier. Today I'm going to show you the power of foundation. Now ask anyone who wears makeup what is the one item that they can't live without, and many people will say foundation. And I really do believe it's the most empowering item in your makeup bag, particularly when you have exactly the right shade and you understand how to apply it properly. It really is the biggest booster of confidence. I'm going to show you step by step using the Teint Idole Ultra Wear foundation. This is a high coverage, long wearing with a light, breathable texture foundation. It also comes in a vast array of shades. Firstly, I can't stress how important the preparation of the skin is before you apply your foundation. So make sure your skin is thoroughly cleansed and moisturized. Make sure that you don't overload the skin. Sometimes I think the temptation is to just put tons and tons and tons of cream on because it gives, it makes the skin feel nice, but sometimes you end up with that much sitting on top of the skin. By the time you apply your foundation, that's almost sitting on top as well, and it tends to affect the longevity of the foundation. So just really blend that skincare in properly. Now I have quite combination skin, so I've already prepped my skin using Genifique Advanced Serum. Once your skincare is finished, then it's straight onto foundation, unless you're doing something like a smoky eye. And if you're using lots of dark eye powders, then I strongly recommend that you do your eye makeup first, clean up any mess underneath, and then do your foundation. So finding the right shade of foundation, I think this is the thing that most people struggle with. So have a look at your skin in daylight, and I really strongly recommend that you do kind of look at your skin with no makeup on in daylight, and just have a look at your neck, at your chest, the different areas of your face. You might have some pigmentation, you might have some redness in certain areas but not in others. So me, for example, I have a lot of red tones and pink tones in my face, but I don't have any of those in my body. My body's more neutral and more yellow toned. So when I'm shopping for a foundation, I can't use anything which is too pink on my face, because then my face and my body look completely different, like two different people. So you are looking for that uniformity. You also don't want to think about changing the color of your skin tone. You might think, oh, I'm looking a bit sick today and I want to put on a tan foundation so I look bronzed. This is the wrong thing to do with foundation. You've got bronzer for that. You've got lots of other products that you can use on top, blush for example, that will bring that life and that health to the skin. So when you're testing out foundation, the best area to look at is the back of your jaw here and going onto the neck. And then you can see that I've got a foundation color here. Swipe it onto the neck from there and blend. And if it works well, it gives you a really good indication of how your face and neck are going to tie together. So I'm going to do the same technique on Lorraine. So just trying out the colour and blending on to the neck and blending well. Check that that is seamless. So how you apply your foundation is very much personal choice. You can use your fingers to apply and blend, you can use brushes, or you can use sponges. Personally, I like to use fingers and then blend with brushes. So I will always start around the center of my face, and I do this as well when I make up models and celebrities. And I like to do this because on most people, this is where the majority of the coverage is needed, particularly kind of around the nose area and the chin area. Then you can start to blend the colour out. And if you have great skin like Lorraine, then you don't need a lot of foundation. You may find that there's only a few areas of the face really that you need coverage, in which case just blend it away to nothing towards the jawline and the hair. And this is a really nice way to get a natural finish as well, because if the foundation is very thick around the edge of the face into the hairline, then it will look more noticeable. So just by blending those edges very thinly, you'll have a very natural finish. If you want to put a little bit onto the eyelids, you can, particularly if you're not going to be wearing any eyeshadow. So I've applied a thin layer all over. If you need extra coverage in certain areas, so if you have blemishes or pigmentation or any marks that are still showing through, then just go back to those areas and build up another layer. So you don't have to do it all over your face, you can just target the areas where you need it. So for me, for example, that would be around the kind of chin and nose area. And because this is a high coverage foundation, you'd also use it to cover any shadowy areas or just kind of even out. And now I'm just using a slightly lighter shade of foundation just around the centre of the face, which is really good for adding dimension to darker skin tones. So I just finished off my makeup with a little touch of blush and some Juicy Shaker, and I'm feeling so good. My skin, I've done what I set out to do. My skin feels very uniform. I've covered the little things that I don't like about my skin, but I've managed to still look natural. My skin feels natural and the foundation feels breathable. So I feel like me, only better. So the key points to remember for a natural finish with your foundation are to find exactly the right shade for you. So test the colour properly in daylight. And secondly, when you apply, blend, blend and blend again. You seriously can't blend your foundation enough. And that really is the beauty of foundation. It's there to enhance, to empower and to give you confidence when you need it.